All right, welcome to the Explainer. So look, most of us are getting pretty comfortable using AI, right? But there's a huge shift happening in how we actually interact with it, and it's already here. So yeah, let's just dive right in.
We've all learned how to talk to AI. We've gotten pretty good at it, haven't we? We've figured out this whole prompt engineering thing, getting really specific and asking our AI assistants to do these little one-off tasks for us.
But here's the real question. Are you ready to lead it? Because honestly, that's where this is all going. The big change isn't about us getting a little better at giving commands. It's about a total shift from just giving instructions to actually delegating. It's about learning to lead. To really get what's happening, we've got to look at the limits of how we're doing things right now. We're kind of stuck in this world of prompts, and it's holding us back, probably more than we even realize.
Think about a typical prompt, something like this. Write an email to my team about the Q3 results. I mean, super useful, right? But think about what's actually happening here. The AI is totally reactive. It's just a tool, sitting there waiting for you to tell it exactly what to do. It does the task, and then it just waits for the next command.
But what if the AI could handle the entire project? What if instead of just writing that one email, the AI could go find the raw sales data, create the charts, pull out the key insights, and then draft the email based on all of that? That's the jump we're talking about. It's huge.
And that brings us to our next section. Meet your AI agent. This technology that makes all of that possible, well, it has a name. We call it an AI agent. And trust me, this isn't just a slightly smarter assistant. It's a whole new way of thinking.
Okay, so what is an AI agent? It's an AI system that can operate autonomously and proactively to achieve a goal. And here's the kicker: without step-by-step human guidance. The two words you really need to latch onto there are autonomously and proactively. An AI agent doesn't sit around waiting for your next prompt. Nope. You give it a big picture goal, and it figures out the how all by itself.
So let's break this down. Assistant versus agent. The best way to think about it is this. An AI assistant, that's like a brilliant intern. Super helpful, super smart, but you got to feed them tasks one by one. But an AI agent, that's a project manager. You don't give them tasks, you delegate the entire project. You say, here's the goal, and they figure out the plan, the steps, the whole thing.
And this whole process has a name. It's called an agentic workflow, and it completely flips your role on its head. Look at these steps. Step 1, you set the goal. That's your job. And then you're kind of done. The agent takes it from there. It creates the plan, it uses whatever tools it needs, like browsing the web or digging into a file, and it just keeps going until it delivers the final result. You're the one who points it in the right direction.
This new type of AI means we need a new set of skills. If we're going to be managers of these agents, we need the right tools in our toolkit.
So get this, your new job isn't just about writing prompts anymore. It's about providing really clear goals and, just as important, constraints. You're shifting from being a micromanager of tiny tasks to being the director of strategy. You're not writing the step-by-step instructions. You're writing the project brief that guides the whole mission.
And a massive part of this new job is a skill called context engineering. Okay, so what is that? If an AI agent is your project manager, then context is everything you put in the project folder to help it succeed. I love this analogy. It's like stocking the pantry for a master chef. The better the ingredients you give them, the more amazing the final dish is going to be. That's context.
And that context, that fuel, it can be pretty much anything. We're talking internal company documents, research papers as PDFs, live data from APIs for things like stock prices or weather, even just a list of websites you want it to use as a source. Giving it the right context is how you unlock its real power. It's how you give your agent superpowers.
And what's so cool about this is you don't have to be a coder to pull it off. There's this new idea starting to pop up called vibe coding. It's all about building with AI based on your gut, your vision, not on complicated lines of code. You're basically just describing the vibe of what you want to create, and the agent helps you actually build it. How cool is that?
Okay, enough with the theory, right? Let's see how this stuff actually works in the real world. It's time to look at some concrete examples of what these agents can already do today.
Check this out. Here's a simple but really powerful personal agent. You could build this yourself with a no-code tool. You just set the goal. Hey, Keep me updated on the latest AI news. The agent then builds this little workflow for itself. It watches news feeds, uses an AI to summarize any new articles, and then just emails you a neat little digest every day. It runs silently in the background. It's your own personal news analyst.
Now, let's level up. Let's look at a much more complex task that was delegated. This was a single instruction given to an AI agent. Research the top 3 AI agent frameworks for non-coders, summarize their pros and cons, and draft a social media post announcing your findings. Just think about that. That's not one task. That's a whole research project that requires analysis, putting ideas together, and even some creative writing at the end.
And boom, here's the result. The agent didn't just dump a bunch of links on you. No way. It actually did the research, it analyzed the info, and it structured it into this incredibly useful comparison table. It completed the entire goal. It delivered a synthesized, valuable asset. This is the power of delegation.
I mean, when you see examples like that, it really makes you rethink the future of work, doesn't it? It all leads to a really important question about our own role in this new world. The paradigm shift is it's so clear. You're no longer just a prompter. You're not just talking to the AI anymore. The big takeaway here is that you are an AI agent manager. Your job title just got a serious upgrade. You're managing teams of these agents to get your big goals accomplished.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Just imagine, right now, you have a whole new team of these tireless, autonomous agents. They're ready to work for you 24/7. What is the first thing you delegate? What's that big, tedious, time-sucking project you'd hand over first? The possibilities, they're really just starting to open up. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.